Okay. So anytime.
Okay, so vertical curves, let's try this drawing here. That's already got the profile in it. This one. Okay, now for vertical curves, similarly to horizontal curves, when the designer is trying to build a road, the road is supposed to be made up of straight line segments connected by arcs,
Okay.
even in a vertical sense. So we're going to go ahead and use, let's see, that might be, okay, in order to do a vertical curve, it starts with a profile. I'm not sure which one that is. Set on 0. Okay, turn it off. We need a set of triangles in order to do the profile. So I'm going to make a set of triangles the active set. Then we can continue. It's still figuring out how to show the triangles right now.
Yeah. Um, so going back to um, the overall scope of how. So if I'm understanding correctly, um, when we put in the road initially with the center line, um, then you would after you do that, you're going to then use the horizontal curve and vertical curve tools on that same segment. Um, is that am I understanding correctly?
Yes, but they're to do two different things.
Okay, so they're not associative. Um, so because the reason I'm asking the question is because I'm imagining at some point the road on the actual map that you create with the centerline tool needs to be adjusted or updated. So at the end of the day, do we end up with a finalized version of the 3D polygon that's needed to create the actual road?
No,
Okay.
they were just built separately and they're not associated with each other.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to make this set my active set of triangles. So we've got to wait for that. Now, what you're asking is perfectly valid, and I think that in the future, it's a goal
Okay.
to bring the two together.
Right. So the actual real life use case um, would probably be to use the horizontal and vertical curve tools first,
Yes,
and then create the center line off of that.
yes.
Ah, understood. Yeah, the guys on the beta forum have been doing very good, very good things, I think.
Yeah, and one of the other reasons to make sure in the future that those are combined is that a part of this, the vertical curve tool, is to adjust the elevations of your road along the center line so that you minimize the cut and fill
Right.
because that's expensive hauling the dirt around
I
to
see.
fill or cut it away and maybe have to discard the dirt is expensive.
Yeah, it's manual labor and
Yeah, and I've seen
hauling and
some
dumping.
applications. Yeah, and I've seen some applications that says, well, just pull the road to the ground in elevation everywhere you can along the center line.
Mm-hmm.
And then to think about that, it's like, well, no. If you do that, you create a bumpy road.
Mm-hmm.
Too many ups and downs, you make somebody sick.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to the roads where I live, but there are a lot of curvy roads. And then you add the rainstorms that we get here. There's a road from where I live up over Mount Tamalpais, which goes up. We're pretty much at sea level at my place, and it goes up to about. Well, the mountain goes 2,600 feet, which is
Mm,
pretty steep considering it's right up against the coastline.
mm,
And it's curvy and bumpy, and then you add the elements to the mix, and roads are always partially washed out, and yeah.
mm. All right, we've got an active set of triangles now.
Yep.
Let's clear the selection here.